Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Blue skies. Sunshine. What a day. Let's take a walk.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to, once again, another episode of the Weeb Squad podcast. I'm Tyro.
It's your boy, He-Man, back at it again. Sorry I was out last week, but I'm here for redemption.
And you know, I'll always be here. It's me, Potato Nick.
All right. Well, welcome back, guys. It was an interesting week for sure for all of us. Anyone want to start sharing what happened this week with y'all?
This week, what did I do this week? Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I didn't really have an eventful week. You know, just basic. Well, I mean, my new job, first week with the new job. It's going nice. I love it. It's a nice, cozy little job. It's not stressful, really relaxed environment. It's a small shop, only like 5 guys. What I love about it, it's since I'm there, I'm a name, not a number. It's not like the big factories I used to work at. So really laid back, cool job. I love it. What else? Just it's in a nice area. Also, it's quiet. Hear the train tracks, whatever. It's pretty cozy. I love it. Also, other than the new job, just hanging around my house, housekeeping. Got the new girlfriend, hanging out, having fun, just living life.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. What about you, Potato Nick? What have you been up to?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm lagging a bit. I hadn't really done anything this week of like noteworthy, but I did have like this weird dream of like me going up on a stage and me like it was like in the middle of a play, and I'd go up on stage to say my line or do my part, but then I forget what my line is, and then I forget whether I'm supposed to be upstage or not. I think it's a recurring dream. I don't really remember it any other time. I remember it slightly a couple times, but it's weird. And anyone watching wants to give me a little bit of synopsis of what it could mean, let me know.
You gotta get that dream encyclopedia.
You
know the one I'm talking about.
All right. Well, today actually, I started college back up. New semester, winter semester, whatever they call it. I think it's actually called spring semester. Anyways, that's not important. So, my class is at 10 a.m. and I got up early to get ready and make sure that I could get there early because my class is like right next to the Starbucks in the library. Like literally it's the Starbucks, a room, and then my class, which is pretty interesting. So I wanted to get there to get some Starbucks. And because of me wanting to get there early to get Starbucks, I forgot my backpack at home. Luckily, I didn't need it, but it was just kind of weird not having it there because I'm not normally on campus without it. And then my very first professor, first I walk into the room, sit down, and another kid comes in, sits down in front of me. And when the professor's in there, he's like, "Oh crap." And he whispers to me, "This isn't good." And I'm like, What's not good? Do you not remember the German or whatever? Because it's a German class. He's like, No, I'll tell you after class. So I wait the whole class. Class goes by. She explains the syllabus or whatnot. Pretty standard stuff. Anyways, I get out of the room and I'm like, "All right, what did you want to tell me?" He says, "I didn't realize that I signed up for this professor. I had her last semester, and she's like, if you check her Rate My Professor page, she's like got a 1 on everything and is just all around apparently rude to students and has a superiority complex." He said that even though he had an A, he like messed up or something on some test that he took, and was like, "Hey, I'm a good student in here, and I'm good for it. I messed up on this part right here. Is there any way I can make that up?" And she just like yelled his head off apparently, and because of that, he got like a B in the class, and he was very upset. But so I checked to rate my professor, and yes, that professor does suck. But another professor of mine apparently also sucks because he doesn't teach the material very well at all, and you basically have to teach yourself. Even so, I'm not one to quit something I start, because I used to have a very bad habit of that back in high school, so I've started not doing that. And so I'm going to see it through. And, college is fairly easy for me. I get a B with minimal effort. So it might be nice to have a little more of a challenging course like this with the bad professors anyway. But other than that, I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
You're probably better at school than I am.
I actually have a funny story that happened to me today. I'm surprised I just remembered it. So after work, I come home, I swing by CVS because I need to pick up mouthwash and a new stick of deodorant. And I go in, and our local schizophrenic, who I call Joe Cool, is screaming at the cashier. Now let me give you this is why I call him Joe Cool, because he has long black hair. He always has like denim leather jacket, and he carries around a guitar everywhere. The thing about Joe Cool is, he has schizophrenia, so he can't help what he says and what he does. He doesn't harm anybody, but I mean, he just verbally assaults the hell out of people. And I've actually experienced him also. I was at a gas station once, and he drove by on a bicycle. He was flipping me off while like screaming Hail Mary at me. But so I call him Joe Cool just because he looks like a cool guy, even though he's batshit crazy. I walk in the CVS, he's like screaming at the guy at the counter, selling him, suck my, this, and this, you motherfucker, just like screaming at him. So I kind of say, hey, buddy, you want to calm down? He hasn't done shit. He turns around, starts flipping me off, saying, fuck you. And I kind of, I try to be as polite as possible. I tell him, I was like, hey, dude, you might as well, get the hell out of here. Nobody wants you here. And he literally just sprints out of the fucking door and runs to Walgreens to start yelling at them. By the way, CVS is like a local drugstore chain. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, we have it. We have it.
Oh, you do? Oh, I thought it was only an Ohio
We have
thing.
CVS over here too.
Oh,
Ohio thing.
I thought it was an Ohio thing.
No, I think it's a national chain.
Shit, fuck me. But yeah. So yeah, Joe Cool got in a yelling match. Then I kind of told because the cashier at CVS, he was actually new to town. So I told him, I was like, yeah, don't worry about him. We got lots of crazies up here. I just thought that was an interesting story. Not much else to it. He kind of, the fucking cashier was like, he kind of reminds me of Trevor from GTA 5. So he was like, so when I was checking out, he was talking, he's like, damn, I really want to play GTA 5 now. Because the freaking Joe Cool was screaming at him like Trevor. Yeah, that was it with that.
All right. Well, if that's all we have for the stories, we can move into our first topic, which is we're going to rank our favorite pizza places. Everyone loves pizza, and everyone loves different things about pizza. So let's dive into some of our favorite pizza places. I think I'm actually going to go first, set the precedence with what I find the best pizza, at least in my area. So, of course, we have the local places. We're going to exclude those because, let's face it, local pizzerias are usually better than the chains anyway. So I'd place the local places up at number 1. Number 2, my favorite big chain pizza. I don't know if it's a national chain or a southern chain, state chain, whatever. It's a chain. Jet's Pizza. Jet's Pizza got this like square, really thick crust pizza, like a deep dish, and it's just gorgeous. Wonderful ingredients, wonderful sauce. And then we got I think at number 3, I'm gonna give it to let's see here. I'm gonna give it to Pizza Hut, because Pizza Hut got good crust, not too much sauce, pretty good cheese. And if I'm ever doing a party type thing, I would probably order Pizza Hut because you know, for the price, you get probably one of the better pizzas you can get. And of course, the Pizza Hut sticks, I forget what they're called. It's like the special recipe they have. Those are fantastic too. I recommend those.
They also got the best wings there too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you want delivery wings, that's probably your best bet. I once got Domino's delivery wings. Funnily enough, Domino's comes fourth, I believe. I got the Domino's delivery wings, and they were garbage, hot garbage. But their pizza, they got really good. They put that like garlic on the crust. Ooh, and they got pretty good toppings as well. And I actually think Domino's does bacon on the pizza the best out of any of the major chains. But yeah, Domino's is probably next. Then I'd say Little Caesars, because $5 for a friggin' pizza that's all right. Like that's pretty good. I like. And then of course, dead last, I'd give it to Papa John's. I used to really like Papa John's, and I still really like their breadstick. They're like garlic breadsticks. Oh my goodness, those garlic breadsticks are so good. But their pizza has gotten so boring to me. They put like their sauce tastes funny, their cheese is not right, and their crust is the lowest of the low crust in my opinion. I feel like all the other chains do crust better than Papa John's. Theirs is just really dry, I feel like. But yeah, that's what I'd rank pizza places, at least for me.
All right. I'll go next because I actually, me, I don't really like chain places, so I haven't been to many.
Same.
For number one, we got a local place called Conjun's. Because not only does Conjun's have, good pizza, it's also got like, nice fried chicken dinners and soups, salads, sandwiches, all that good stuff. It's all cooked with love. Like you can just taste the greasy love in it. Number two, got an local place called Guy's Pizza. It's just, it's cheap. It's a nice little family environment. You go in there. It's also a Guy's Pizza, the one near me. I think it's a local chain, but the one near me is actually based out of a guy's house. So you can pull up to his house. He actually has a drive-through, and so yeah, he has like the whole kitchen on his first floor. Then he lives upstairs.
Huh.
But it's a nice, cozy little place. It's really to go. I mean, you can eat in there, but it's more of a to go place. They also have a thing called a Guy Zone, which is just a calzone. But Guy's Pizza, they make them huge. Like they're just big freaking calzones. They're good. They're greasy, meaty, cheesy, whatever. Just get whatever you want inside of them. They're good.
Yo, I'm finna go to Cleveland. Hold up.
Yeah, Guy's Pizza's pretty legit. Also, I guess that after that, those are the only two local places I know of. But if we're hopping on chains, I'm not really a big fan of chain restaurants. But for number three, I'd have to say Little Caesars. Mainly because they're like one of the only few ones I went to, and Little Caesars, it's decent for the price. But yeah, I mean, that's just straight up pizza. Then number four, yeah, I'm on number four. I'd have to say would be Pizza Hut, mainly just because of the wings. I'm not a big fan of their pizza or anything else, but their wings are, they make up for it. And then dead last would be Marco's. Marco's is absolute garbage, but I put them on the list just because it's one of the only places I've been to. I've only been to 5 places.
We have a Marco's here, and it's oh my goodness.
God,
I've never been, but I hear awful things about it.
Oh my God, it's terrible. I went there with my girlfriend because we wanted to pick up a pizza for her and her family, and we got this Cinnabon cake dish with it. On the bottom of the Cinnabon cake thing was just like a layer of butter grease mixed together. It was
yummy.
It was so gross.
Yo, also real real quick, this don't affect my list at all, but screw Papa Murphy's. I ain't trying to take home a pizza that's frozen and make it myself. Why would I pay you money to do that? I could just go and get a DiGiorno. Piece of garbage. All right.
Well, I got one more.
Oh, all right.
But well, I guess it's like, everywhere has at least, a Godfather's Pizza, just generic ass name with the freaking, puppet logo. What are those things called? Those puppet with the strings.
Yeah.
Marionettes. Yeah, I think there's something like that. Everybody has that, a Godfather's Pizza, just some generic ass name place.
Anyway, no, I don't like eating chain pizzas. I live in New York, so any type of pizza is great, except for the chains. They're terrible. But if we're gonna go on chains, I'd say I'm just listing these in random order. I'm not really gonna put them in like best to worst because I don't really know. They're all pretty terrible. But let's say first off, Domino's. Their pizzas are gross, but their cinnamon sticks are on point. Domino's with the cinnamon sticks, on point with the dip. I could just eat the dip all the time without the cinnamon sticks.
I feel you.
Next up, Target. Hear me out. Hear me out with the Target.
Wait, Target like the
yes,
clothing,
Target like the
store?
clothing store.
What the fuck?
Some Target places I
I
went
am
to
listening.
have like pizza places or like food courts, and I like the pizza from there. It's fine because it's Target and you don't expect Target to have pizza. Next up is 7-Eleven.
Oh my God.
I'm still dying about Target.
It's so funny because there's a food court in my Target.
There's a lot of like 7-Elevens, so if you want like just like cheap pizza, I'm sure like you can like, go to 7-Eleven, like buy like a tiny little like pie. By the way, for reference, the little pies at 7-Eleven are kind of like the little pies at Target for like size to scale. But other than that, I don't really have anything else. I mean, and Pizza Hut's cool because there's a lot of Pizza Huts, but I don't really eat a lot of chain pizzas because they're all busted. I have a lot of good mom and pop pizzas around where I live.
All right. I guess that does it for the pizzas. So next up, we got an actual topic. It's not so goofy. We got YouTube responding to Logan Paul. For those of you who don't know, didn't see our last episode, maybe Logan Paul's in this big. I doubt you don't know. I doubt.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, he's in a problem here with he posted a video about him going in a suicide forest and he saw a dead body, and he posted on YouTube and thought it was funny to make jokes about a dead body. Anyways, YouTube responded. They basically said, yeah, we're gonna punish him. I believe they are removing his ad prioritization, and he had like a YouTube Red stuff like lined up, and they're gonna cancel that as well. And they're like, we're gonna make sure that no video like this gets made or posted in the future. That such a big figure can post something so controversial. Now, this isn't the first time a big figure's done something controversial. We've all seen the PewDiePie with the N-word, and the Fine Bros back when they wanted to trademark React or whatever.
Oh my God, I remember that.
But this is a very unique case because, like, those two,
the fucking dead guy.
I feel like the other two, like the Fine Bros and PewDiePie, they both weren't really thinking. Like the Fine Bros probably were. I can't say that about them. PewDiePie definitely wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Fine Bros just got off on the wrong foot, I think. They deliver their message poorly.
Yeah. But like Logan Paul straight up showed a dead guy and cracked jokes about it.
Yeah.
So do you think YouTube is right in doing this, or do you feel like they should be more lenient, they should go harder? What do you think?
I
Um,
think it was a fair punishment. Because if they were to go harder and like completely, just remove his channel, that's pretty much destroying somebody's livelihood, and that's not good. But taking away the ad priority, that's good. I mean, people are still going to put ads on his videos because he's popular, whatever. But you can't just take away someone's livelihood and be like, oh, well, screw you. You got to find something else. Because if that happened to him, his life was basically just ruined. Because what he did was sick, twisted, and dumb. Like he straight up just showing a dead body on YouTube is just bad enough. The fact that he laughed at it and like said, "Oh, you want to come home with me, bro?" and like jokes like that, showing his hands all messed up from the blood circulation and all that crap. So I think, and yeah, taking away they didn't take away the YouTube Red stuff, just postponing it. I guess it's fair, but yeah, I mean the fact he straight up showed a dead body on YouTube. That's and the fact that the dead body was from a suicide also makes it even like more just
Also, his
bad.
audience is primarily children.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that too. So yeah, that's also not good.
Mm.
But I'd say the punishment's all right. And also with the other stuff, PewDiePie, he just said a word, and SJWs got triggered. And the Fine Bros, I think they had a good business intention, but they just delivered the message poorly, and it made them look like the bad guys. It's just, oh god, it's all just a big mess.
What do you think, Kennedy? What are your thoughts?
Me potato neck.
Well,
Damn you.
whatever. Same thing. Sorry.
Well, I think it's fine. I think YouTube did a fine job of reinforcing like, oh, we can't let this just nerd show like dead bodies. But I feel like they could have like said like a more justified response, like 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 saying like, oh, like tomorrow we'll have like a conference and we'll talk about like stupid shit like this, like not just like leaving it like, oh, in the future we'll do something. Like when in the future, like like next week, next month, next year. Like they should like have like time restraints on stuff like this. On He-Man's note about like Logan Paul losing his livelihood, I don't care. Listen, get a job, Logan Paul. I know you're not listening to our shitty little podcast, but seriously, don't make YouTube like a mainstay job in your life. It's a pretty stupid decision. And
That is true, but a lot of YouTubers like they've put their full livelihood into YouTube, that they don't really have time to do other stuff.
but should they have a backup plan about that?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what if like
I mean, of
YouTube just like
course.
disappears?
Well, I mean,
That's
even
true.
Keemstar like invests in stuff, in stuff. I'm not exactly sure what he invests in. I just know
Bitcoin.
I just know he puts his money into stuff and then gets a big return. Because Keemstar has a pretty niche audience, so there's no way he's making all the cash to afford his daughter all those toys he posts on Twitter, like from YouTube alone. He's and I know he's talked about investing in stuff before, so.
But back on the Logan Paul subject, I think YouTube did a fine job. I don't think Logan Paul should really be relevant anymore. I think he should just fade away into nothingness. And they should probably like take down the YouTube rewind and remove his part in it. Just like blur out his face when like his part comes, like he did with the fucking suicide video.
Oh my god.
Anyway, there's nothing much to say. It's just that YouTube reprimanded him for being fucking autismo. So good on YouTube for responding this quick, which isn't really quick at all, but good
That
on
was
YouTube
going to be my point. I feel like YouTube didn't respond quick enough, and it kind of reflects poorly on them that it took them this long to say, no, no, this is bad. Like, they should have responded immediately, and then it probably wouldn't have gotten as public as it did. On top
I mean,
of this
I'm
whole,
sure it would have, but you know, it did. It did take them this long. But I'm surprised they said something at all.
that is true. They could have just been silent about it and kind of just, well, even then, I think when the PewDiePie thing went on, they didn't come out with a statement or anything. They just kind of, oh,
No, they just kind
you're
of they.
donezo with red, you're done with ad priority or whatever.
I feel like that should have warranted a response, like from YouTube, but they just reprimanded him without like a response. I'm actually impressed that they actually like said something about this.
All right. Well, my thoughts are pretty much the same. I mean, it's I wanted to see him punished. I do think that it should have been faster, but it's fine that it's fine that we got a response at all. Is all I'm saying. And I'm glad that he's being punished. Hopefully he'll learn and not post dead bodies for little children to see in the
Or go to
future.
fucking Japan and disrespect their fucking culture.
Oh yeah, I saw that
asshole.
too. It was terrible.
I think he's actually banned from Japan.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not even kidding. I think he actually is.
You're bad.
They straight up took him to the embassy, and he's not allowed to enter that country. I think.
I'm sorry, Logan Paul. You're banned from the podcast, my dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. If we got the chance,
you can ban people from countries.
if we somehow got the chance to have Logan Paul on the podcast, you're kidding. We'd let him on in a heartbeat. We get like 80 viewers.
Get 80.
80 on like the best day possible too. It's not like
Oh
we're
my
getting.
God.
Anyway, viewers doesn't matter. We're just happy that y'all like us. Anyways,
Logan Paul, get on the podcast. We'll talk about how you got banned from Japan because you're a fucking idiot.
anyways, let's move along. All right, we're gonna talk about this terrible meme that's going around. You know, the do you know the way? You know, we've all heard it. We've all seen the Dyrus videos, the donkey. I don't know if Donkey's even done a video. We've all seen the videos on YouTube of the people going as the Knuckles in VR chat, the little Knuckles, and say, "Do you know the way?" And it's really dumb, really oversaturated. How does this affect VR chat? For one, and how does this affect other people as well? What are you guys' thoughts on it? I want to hear from Potato Nick first this time.
Well, I think VR chats, the creator of VR chats, like loving this, because like I mean, like this is like positive, like feedback on his games. Like you can like do this stupid shit, or you could like be an anime girl and get fucked by another guy as an anime girl. Or something like that. Like, I think the people behind VR chat are like loving this meme. But for the meme itself, I think Funless, who's not here right now because he's stupid. I think Funless said it best in the call earlier. This is like the pickle Rick of 2018, and people are just eating it up because they don't see like the stupidness behind it. It's
oh
like,
yeah.
Morty, do you know the way, Morty? No, I'm Ugandan. I'm Ugandan Knuckles.
God.
Do you know the way? Yeah. Like, you know, stupid shit like that. In before Rick Ugandan Knuckles skin. But I think it's stupid. But stupid memes are run rampant throughout the years. You know, you can't really stop them. And even though the owner hates him, he can't stop. Even though the owner hates this meme, he can't stop it. No one can stop it. No one.
Well, what I think about this is memes nowadays come and go in a week. Like for 2018, we're not having a meme of the month calendar. We literally have meme of the week. And week 1 of 52 is Do You Know the Way, Tide Pods, the car and nut and whatever. And the Who Touched My Spaghetti, and you know that one too.
That's quality.
That is a quality.
I love it.
Somebody touch my spaghetti. That's a guy. I even laughed just thinking about it because it's so fucking dumb. But yeah, I mean, this meme will blow over. Give it like 2 or 3 more weeks. It'll be gone. Because, in VR chat, people who hop on and start saying, "Do you know the way?" Da, 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 da," they get booted instantly, shunned, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first time I saw the "Do you know the way," like the original video, I was dying. Like it was hilarious, but things just get overdone and they wear out quickly. Memes are disposable. That's just how they are nowadays. They don't make memes like they used to, like, Bad Luck Brian or the cereal guy, staples that are around forever. Memes are just disposable. They just, come and go.
I like Man Cat.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, just give it time. It'll blow over. VR chat will clean up to go, back to anime titties, all that good stuff. So yeah, do you know the way? It'll just give it a week or 2 or 3. It'll be on its way out the door.
That's my thoughts exactly, to be honest. I do think this meme has gotten so stale so fast because it's so one-dimensional. It's literally, oh, we're going to come on the game, going to pick the little Knuckles model that's really hard to find because I tried. We're going to click sounds into the mic and we're going to annoy people asking them if they know the way, and if they do not know the way, we're going to spit on them. And millions of people do this. When I was trying to joke around on VR chat the other day, of course, I saw many Knuckles saying, "Do you know the way?" Spitting, clicking, whatever. And lots of them got vote kicked almost immediately, and it was interesting. I do wish that more people... The one thing that I'm kind of upset is this game has so much more potential than this. Like, there are so many more things you can do. Like, on Dyrus's video alone, he has the guy that impersonates Hank Hill to a T. He has the little sack guy that just go and eats people or whatever. I mean, lots of funny stuff can happen in this game.
There are a lot of good highlights of this game. I will say that this game looks like a real hoot.
It's fun. Like, me, Smithy, and NightWing were on, and we were just eavesdropping on these 3 guys trying to talk up this girl on there, and they were falling flat on the floor, and we were cracking up about it. But there's so much potential with this game. I'm kind of upset that it's limited to... that so many people are limiting it to, I'm gonna install this just to say, "Do you know the way?" When there are so many better uses of time in the game and out. And I also hate how it's kind of leaked outside of the game. It'd be fine if it was like a funny thing, like here and there in the game, but the fact that it's so global is very annoying. But the meme's very oversaturated, and that'll take us into our next topic: other oversaturated memes. So, guys, what memes got too old too quick? What are your thoughts?
Freaking Tide Pods is the dumbest shit I've seen.
I know. This is stupid.
Oh,
Tide
yeah.
Pods. Oh, God, that was so dumb.
That's a pretty dumb one.
And honest to God, memes are coming and going so fast, I can't even keep track of all of them. What were some other stale ones? The freaking mocking SpongeBob, where he's that chicken pose.
That's Facebook tier.
Yeah, that was never funny from the start.
Wendy's. That's
I
not
never
funny.
Laughed.
I know Wendy's. I know we could get an argument to this, but I don't think Wendy's is funny.
Oh, what? The Wendy's is an anime girl? Like that one?
Yeah.
I like that just because I thought it was snarky and I love the fan art. But piggybacking off of the SpongeBob again, the only time I've ever laughed at the chicken SpongeBob is when Shadman drew a picture of the chicken SpongeBob. That's the only time it was funny, when fucking Shadman drew the picture. What else was stale? I'm drawing a blank here.
I feel like Harambe got stale really quickly.
Oh, Harambe lasted.
That's the best example of it.
It is. That lasted 6 months.
It was too stale at that point. Heck, Harambe got more votes than Jill Stein in the election.
people were like making songs about it, and like some idiot made
I made a song about it in the first few
about
weeks, I
it.
think. But
Hmm.
yeah, that was a big oversaturated one. I'm trying to think. There was a lot more,
I
but
remember first hearing about Tide Pods like last year, like when I was stalking them, and I saw like a story of like a guy eating a Tide Pod, and I was like, that's really stupid.
according Fedora Duck said that it was a very old meme from Tumblr, like 3 years ago or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I can understand it. I don't understand like why it's popping up now.
Who
I mean,
knows?
they do look tasty. I'll give it that. I like the
Oh
colors.
my
They look
goodness.
like giant gushers.
All right, let's end this topic before we get a viewer eating a Tide Pod. All right. Our next topic will be embarrassing video game memories. Who wants to kick this one off?
Ooh, I got one, I guess. Well, back before I met the Weeb Squad, I was at a place called Hatton's Hat Club back in 2012 when I started playing the game. And back in 2012, I'm younger, going through changes, and my voice tends to crack a lot, back then. And that's when I got a mic. And every time I spoke on the mic, my voice cracked at least once. And sometimes they were so high pitched, people would actually cringe and vote mute me. And every time your voice cracks, on the mic, people, they they make fun of you, they yell at you, and it's just like you just get red in the face every time.
Oof.
Also, there's just times like ultimate clutcher kick moments. You just choke hardcore and die to the dumbest shit. Or, oh, this is a funny one that involved Ada. I freaking air shotted like we were both like playing soldier, like dueling each other. No, I was demo, he was soldier. I air shotted him with a pipe. He surfed off of it and market gardenered me in front of the whole arena server. And
Oh, I
everyone
remember that.
everyone went berserk, and Ada rubs it into my face still to this day. I'll never forget that. I literally air shotted him as a demo with stock grenade launcher, may I add. I used to be a demo main. I'm actually pretty nifty with that gun. But he literally glided off of it and just murked me right on the spot. And there's no coming. At least I didn't get, teleports behind you like he did, but whatever.
All
Oh,
right.
Lord.
Potato Nick, what were you thinking? You made this topic. You must have had a juicy story.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to play a lot of Roblox, and I could basically end it right there. Like I could basically say I used to play Roblox when I was a kid, and I could end it right there. But no, there's more to this. And my name on Roblox was Naruto 64. The reason it was called Naruto 64 is because I liked Naruto and I liked watching like Super Mario 64 spoof videos. God. And oh man, I used to like go on like RP like Naruto servers, like the Hidden Leaf Village like Naruto like games on Roblox. I used to like roleplay as Naruto. Oh my goodness, it was terrible.
Oh,
It was terrible. But
Oof.
that's not even it. That's not even. That's not even it. Like a couple years ago, like 2013, I got back into Roblox, and when I got back into Roblox, I was part of this another thing. It was called like the 101 like Legion, I think, in Roblox, and I RP'd as like a soldier in the 101 Legion. And I went to the
Ah,
101 Legion server and I RP'd as a soldier. Oh no.
no. It burned.
thankfully, thankfully, I've grown out of RPing, and I've grown out of Roblox. Now the only time I play is just a meme.
Oh,
But
what a
it
time.
still haunts me.
I got a decent one. I think I got two actually. I'm gonna share because why not? The first one was back in middle school. I remember I got really into Cartoon Network's Fusion Fall in the 7th grade. And oh gosh. I paid for the subscription and everything, and when you paid for the subscription, you got access to the forums there. And when I went to sign up for the forums, I tried making my name. I forget what I tried making my name originally, but it wouldn't go through, and I was mad, and I typed in all caps, "Let me do this," because I wanted to make my name. Anyways, I gave up because it didn't work and just abandoned it. And the next day I went to try again, and it set my name as "Let me do this." And
That's where that came from.
yeah, that was my old Steam ID. But you know, I posted on the forums semi-regularly and became decently well known. I just have a habit of being well known in certain communities, I guess. But yeah, so I was semi-famous on freaking Cartoon Network's Fusion Fall. Anyways, my next embarrassing moment, honestly, is when Switch banned me. It was reputation tarnishing. I hated it. For those of you that don't know, I want to say around like 3.5, 4, somewhere around there, years ago, Switch came into control of the Arena 2 Fort community because Baka and Keiko were closing down their control of the server. So Switch took it upon himself to do it. And around the same time, I decided I've always wanted to be an admin, and the Arena 2 Fort community won't let me be one. I'm going to make my own server and be an admin. So I did that, and I made a 24/7 Arena Dust server.
The best map.
I foolishly spent all the money I had to pay for the server for the next year in like a month, so I closed it down. And I was like, well, there goes that. And then I came back to Arena 2 Fort. Now, I guess that month or 3, I forget, I took a break before I came back. But when I came back, I tried pulling off the like quirky narcissistic character that I kind of play today back then. But I was also a lot more immature, and I guess came across as more bitter than cocky. So Switch thought that I was angry about me losing my server, and there was some guy that like capped or something and DDoSed, I think. I don't know.
Capped.
And he came on and capped a lot, even though admins told him not to. We'd come on multiple accounts or whatever. And somehow Switch said that the IPs linked back to me. I don't know how he got my IP or location or whatever. But apparently they linked back to me. I still don't know to this day if that's true or not, or if he just didn't like me or something. But either way, when I got banned, this is the part I'm embarrassed about. When I got banned, I did not want to get banned because, I liked the community. I wanted to stay there. I didn't do anything except for be bitter, which I'm not anymore, I guess. People like me, I think. So I did everything I told him the truth. I didn't do it. He would have none of it. I said, my friend did it. Let me back in. He would have none of it. And finally I just snapped and was like, you can't get rid of me. No one can get rid of me or whatever. I went on this full power trip that I hate thinking about it.
You have to play the character, Tyro.
No, it's disgusting. I hate it. If I could go back in time and undo one thing, it would probably be that. But the whole way I handled that situation, it makes me cringe thinking about it now. Oh gosh.
Is that the only thing that cringy that happened to you with the server? You kill yourself.
Hey, faking my suicide wasn't cringy. That was hilarious.
Oh
I
no!
wish I could have been around there for that.
Oh, it was so funny.
Oh my lord!
I had to apologize publicly and everything. But that's another story. I might have even told that one already. Look at the Rail Baited podcast.
There's no way we haven't told that.
Anyways, that's my embarrassing video game moment. So I guess right now we got lots of time left. So I'm gonna throw in a topic that I forgot to add. Recently, Tyler1 was unbanned from League of Legends by Riot Games after his permaban, I think like a year and a half ago or something. And he came back to League of Legends for the first time and broke the Twitch streaming record. What are your guys' thoughts on Tyler 1?
I think that is a big slap in the face to Riot. Because I love Tyler 1. I think he's hilarious. He's, a little buff, cocky manlet who's hilarious. But I mean, the fact that, he got unbanned and he's known as the most toxic player in the league. And for him to come back and break the streaming record is just a big slap in the face to Riot. And I love it.
What about you?
I think the Tyler one's a pretty cool guy. I haven't watched a lot of this stuff because I don't really watch streamers. But I think he's a pretty cool dude. Seems like it. And, about the toxicity in League, like every game's going to have like a little bit of like salt with them. I mean, Overwatch is like one of the most salty games ever made. And like League is also like one of the most salty games ever made. So I don't really think that they should like do something about it now. Because if they were going to do something about it now, why didn't they do something about it while he was banned?
Oh, I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah. But what I love about Tyler... Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No. You go.
What I love about Tyler is that he is hated by Riot, the creators of the game, and he is known as the most toxic player. Like, that's his reputation. And the fact that...
he's reformed now.
Oh, yeah, he's reformed now. But it was like, he was known as the most toxic player, and like literally like Riot employees will talk about like just, be like, a bunch like kind of like the Tumblr gang that we used to deal with. They literally talk about him, saying how much of a problem this one player is, and that they finally permabanned that one player, IP banned and everything. And then for him to come back and just shove it in their face saying, hey, look how popular I am. Look how well I'm loved. You guys can suck a fat one.
I actually want to argue the opposite. Yeah. I think Riot loves this.
Really?
Hear me out. So, hold up. Shut up.
Tell them to shut up.
Sorry.
Tyro. Ego.
I'm trying to talk. Let me talk. Okay. So, I think Riot loves this actually because think about it. We banned the most toxic player in the game. The most toxic you could possibly be, who had 20 plus banned accounts because he was toxic. We permanently banned him, and we unbanned him after he showed that he was reformed. He is now streaming to these big viewer numbers, where the other team will target ban him, and his team will int feed every game. Every single game he plays, he pretty much gets target banned or people feed on his team. And you know what he does? He mutes everyone on the other team, and he will always be positive now. One thing that I've noticed is that he never gives up. Even if the game is unwinnable from the second it starts because he has an int feeder, he never gives up and has a more positive attitude. Sure, he'll still banter here and there because it's Tyler 1, but it really shows it's Riot saying, hey, this guy reformed, so we did our job. We did our job. Our punishment got him to reform. So this can happen to other people. They'll get banned and then they will reform.
Or they just
Yeah.
won't play the game anymore, like Donkey.
Oof.
I think the whole Tyler 1 reform has to be Tyler putting on a character, though. Like,
I mean, it might be, but
there's no way he just completely changed who he was. I mean, Tyler 1's forever gonna be Tyler 1.
I mean, he
He
still
just-
yells on stream. He's
Oh,
just
yeah, of
not
course.
flaming in game or feeding.
We'll see how long that lasts. I loved how he kept a list of players, and every time he came in contact with them, he'd feed just to piss that one player off.
That was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Oh man!
All
What
right.
a guy! What a
I
guy!
think, I think League likes this as well because they get like a lot of publicity. I mean, like what big news, like what mainstream news have we heard about League in like the past few months?
Recently, Keith Olbermann, one ex-sportscaster guy, he did say something about esports being stupid, and it got like 200 likes or something, and then every prominent figure in the scene said, no, esports are a thing, the future is now, old man. And they all have like 3,000 plus likes, and it's pretty funny to me.
I
That-
think Tyler One's a cool guy. I think he's a really good Frieza arc.
All right, let's move on. We're restarting this again. If you guys want to send us questions, post them in the Discord under podcast questions. I'll start linking the Discord on the podcast for any newcomers that want to join in the fun or whatever. So we have some questions here. We're gonna ask. Let's start off with this one. Do you think Lorde is better than Lady Gaga? What are your guys' thoughts?
I haven't listened to any of them.
I actually like. I mean, I've never been a fan of Lorde, but I actually do like Lady Gaga songs like Paparazzi fucking Claps, Let's Be Real, Poker Face. Those were my songs back
will
in
say
middle
that too.
school.
I think Lorde is better. I think I listened to most of her stuff, and Melodrama is one of the best albums of last year, so I think Lorde is better personally.
Like, I mean, like I never go out of my way to listen to their, genres of music.
Yeah.
They just sort of pop up on the radio, and I've only heard the one Lorde song where she's like, the the one I'm talking about.
Royals.
Her most popular, yeah, Royals. That's like the only Lorde song I know. But Lady Gaga has 2 songs that both clap: Paparazzi and what was the other one I just said? Fuck, I'm bad. Paparazzi and
Poker Face.
Poker Face. That's the one.
I like Lady Gaga too because she covered Tame Impala, New Person, See No Mistake, which is an okay cover.
So yeah, Lady Gaga claps.
All right. Next question. Are there any other servers that are more toxic than Railbait Arena 2 Fort? Disc FF Freak Fortress server number 3 back in the day. Definitely.
The Tumblr gang. That's how me and Tyro met, though. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be on this podcast right now.
Heck yeah. So they lost in the end.
Are toxic.
Skyle servers?
Just Skyle.
Oh yeah, Skyle sucks too.
It's almost like pub levels of
Intox is really bad too. Especially their what is it, jailbreak? Oh gosh. Alright.
Oh, I know one.
Oh.
It's a TF2 trading community, Mass Crabbing Co.
Oh yeah.
I used to go there a lot back in the day where one of my best friends, Big Snack, was an admin there. And he was like their head admin. We'd always mess around and have fun. He'd give me all these admin abilities like no clip, God mode, and shit. Just, fuck around with people. He'd teleport me places and mess around. But, all the cool admins moved out and a bunch of new admins came in. The server, like the community is growing by like the tens of thousands. And these admins just cannot take a joke. I come on the server, I flame a little bit. The owner, Awesome X, God bless his heart, he knows me, so he lets me do whatever. He chimes in, we just banter back and forth. But the second I flame an admin, they kick me for admin disrespect, or they pick me up and they're like, "I'm sorry. Do you want to say sorry to me?" You know, and abuse their admin powers, whatever. It's like, come on, dude. If you're gonna be an admin of a server, you gotta have a sense of humor. Like you just, oh god, they just act so uptight there. It's hilarious.
I remember I used to be part of like a server, like an achievement map server, so that's great. Achievement map server called Golden Machine Gun.
Oh yeah.
There was like a lot of kids on those servers, and I remember I was one of those kids, and I used to be bad back then, not as like bad as I was with Arena 2 Fort, but still pretty bad. And like I knew like Noodle Boy, the owner, like I come to know him, but I think he's like him and his little group of admins like still like really disliked me.
Do you guys ever hear of Beerhead's Pub?
I think so.
It was another like that achievement map, you know, the one house like the castle courtyard.
Yeah,
area.
I remember it now.
It was like that, and like again, it was like one of those places. It was like an adults only server. Can't use the mic unless you're 18 years or older. So that was you know, a lot of SJW, like 20-something-year-old admins thinking they're hot shit. A lot of adult bullshit drama going on in their life. It was actually quite entertaining, to be honest. But again, admins who can't take jokes, take shit way too personally, drama between people is kind of, honestly, I'd go there. I wasn't 18 at the time that server was up, but you know, I've always sounded older than I actually was, so I used the mic and hung out. Pretty entertaining, but again, it was just like a toxic server, and it's just, yeah, it was just a hot mess.
All right. Well, I do want to add before we move to the next question. I believe Dex and Deathbox, and Sunder servers were all three more toxic than Railbait ever is.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Anyways, moving on. Next one. Does Tyro deserve the Tyro Awards?
What does it even mean?
Do I deserve the awards I won?
Well, I mean, you have invented them.
Who cares?
But do I deserve the award? What did I win this year? I won demo,
Best demo,
and I think I won one other. I think I won best loadouts.
I mean, if
I think that's all I won.
I mean, if the community thinks you deserve those awards, then
yeah, you guys put me in this position. It's your fault.
Voted for him.
It's your fault. You don't want me to win these awards? Vote for someone else, you losers.
To be fair, I think I should have won best loadouts, but that's just my opinion.
Understandable.
At least I won funniest man.
I wish Korean Gaming / Assassin, whatever you know him as, I wish he'd get more recognition, because his loadouts are always the funniest freaking loadouts I see in the game. Anyways, moving along. Let's find a good one. What was your big game before TF2? And if TF2 died today, what would you pick up in its place?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good one.
Well, for me, before TF2 was my main game, you know, I just reached over 5,000 hours on TF2. My big game before that was RuneScape. In fact, my RuneScape account turned 11 on the 14th of December. So yeah, I've been playing that game for 11 years. I mean, I don't really play it anymore. I dabble in it here and there just to see what's up, what's new. But yeah, before TF2 it was all RuneScape. And as for picking up another game, that's kind of hard to decide. Like if TF2 was to just die, I mean, I'd probably play a lot more Fortnite than I normally do. Maybe
I don't
maybe
think
I'll jump
TF2
back
can
on the RuneScape grind. I don't know.
I don't think TF2 can just up and like just die. I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, it won't, but you know, theoretically,
it's a theoretical question.
I'd say Fortnite then. Just Fortnite and PUBG, like those type of games, and just fuck around.
Well,
I think I could pick up PUBG. I could probably main that game.
Oh, I hate PUBG, but that's
or even
story.
Get back in the CS:GO scene for all I know.
Ew.
I know you.
CS:GO is CS:GO is actually planning to do a battle royale mode.
Of course they are.
I'd
Valve
play
grabs
that.
onto every hot thing ever. Dota card game, CS:GO Battle Royale. Just wait. Just wait. They're gonna have. I mean, they did. Ew.
Why did I do that on the mic?
Dang
that
it.
in.
All
Leaving
right.
it in.
Yeah, I'm leaving it in.
Speaking of dumb mistakes, I actually just cut my finger with my knife.
You guys
I was
are
so
both
sick.
stupid.
I was sitting here playing with my
Perfect.
knife, and I just cut my finger, so I got a piece of tissue wrapped around it now.
Well, speaking of Valve, the game I played before TF2, which is where my name kind of comes from, was Left 4 Dead 2 on the Xbox. It was like really entertaining. I know there's like 12 or like 13 maps, but at the time I was like very amused by it. It was like a lot of fun. But if TF2 were to die, like it was like Left 4 Dead and like RuneScape or Roblox. I used to like pick those games up. I probably had around the same time, but it was really just Left 4 Dead. And if TF2 were to die, I don't know, like maybe just like stick to like single player games or like maybe Overwatch, but not really because like it's stale and I don't want to play it right now because it's stale. I don't really know if like TF2 were to just die, what would I want to do?
All right. For me, I can't remember that well what exactly I was playing before I got into TF2. I remember playing a lot of Gary's Mod, Dark RP especially. I remember playing a lot of Fusion Fall, obviously, and a whole lot of Smash Brothers Brawl. I was really big into Brawl, even though I never went online at all.
It's got the tripping, Tyro.
I would play against my brother, play against bots, play the subspace. I'd just play that game all the time. That and like Halo are probably my most non-PC games I've played. Anyways, if TF2 were to die, I would cry because my items are worth a lot. But
That's
you
a
know,
good, that's a good point. Like items would be useless.
yeah. But you know, I really like Fortnite right now. I wish I could get back into League. This new patch just isn't doing it for me. I gotta wait for top lane to be in a better state. I've been playing lots of New Vegas, but I guess I can't really main that game. I mean, I could, but
Oh, there are people who made New Vegas. They get crazy
oh, I
with that
bet.
game.
But I also heard Fusion Fall came out with the retro servers. I might pick that up again. I don't know.
I'll play that.
Oh wait, no. I would so play. I'd get back into Black Ops 2. I think I would so play the heck out of Black Ops 2. I think that game's so fun.
Does Black Ops 2 still have a community?
Oh yeah, its multiplayer is one of the most balanced out of all the games in my opinion. So it thrives still.
Oh, I forgot about console. I'd get back into freaking Doom. Like Doom 2016 is some of the most fun multiplayer because it's like I love, fast-paced arena shooters. And the fact that you get to turn into demons, it's like, oh god, it's just Doom is just mindless, bloody fun. Oh god, I kind of want to play it right now.
I think the one thing that would link all of us together still is Fortnite, though. So I'd have to go with that.
Yeah,
Fortnite. Oh my god, remember when we won that squad game? That was so hype. I've never been so like that. The winning a Fortnite game is like the biggest adrenaline rush like ever. Like the fact that I got the last kill and we all were alive when we won, I was just like, I literally stood out of my chair and just screamed. It was so freaking hype. Like that game just like that game gives you the ultimate sense of accomplishment when you win. No, I've never won a solo, but I know I will one of these days because I've been practicing.
All right, let's go with two more questions. Any advice for a student soon to be going to university?
Don't.
All right.
Well, I mean, I've never went to college. I guess my advice is if you're going to college, get a degree where you can actually get a job in something.
Yeah, that's probably the most important.
Don't go into debt.
All right, I guess I have the biggest say here because I'm the only college student. One of my biggest regrets my freshman year is that I literally did not hang out with friends at all. I
That's true.
still rarely hang out with friends because I'm a freaking nerd who plays video games with his friends, so I don't go out much. But, like, find time for friends and pick your friends wisely as well. I've had so many friends that, like, if I don't start the conversation, they won't ever talk to me.
Oh,
And
I know
some of
that
my
feeling.
some of my best friends from high school, they'll never start the conversation. And
Right.
I feel like if they're not going to take the initiative to start a conversation here and then, why should I be the one that keeps that thread alive? So choose your friends wisely. Loyalty is important. Make sure to make time for friends. The biggest thing about college is one of the reasons that I got in was because I had this big fat band sticker my uh, on my resume technically that, oh, this guy can manage his time because he did a extracurricular. That's why colleges love extracurriculars, because it shows you can manage time well. So do exactly that. Manage your time well. Make sure you get good sleep. Make sure you get good studying in. Make sure you go to class. Make sure you hang out with friends. It's a lot of stuff, but if you do it right, you can have a very fun college experience like I've been having the past year or so.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is to make friends. To, like, not be a sad little crap.
And even just find someone in your class to talk to. Like, you don't have to have anything in common. I had a guy last semester in two of my history classes, because that's the main reason why we talk. We were barely alike, I feel like, and we didn't really know each other that well, but we could still talk, and it was nice. And I probably won't see him ever again, but even so, it was nice to have someone to talk to during class and
Oh
get
yeah.
help from. So, yeah, try to talk to people, manage your time well, and most importantly, have fun. These are your younger years. You don't want to look back at it and say, man, like you might have like the best job ever, but you're gonna say, man, I wasted those years just kind of focusing on school. Like, there's nothing wrong with doing well in school. I do pretty well. I have all B's, but don't sink all your time into there to where you're gonna hate yourself later on.
Yeah, don't be like, I wish I did this, I wish I did that.
Yeah, no
Because
regrets.
I can't tell you about entering college, but I can tell you about leaving high school and entering the workforce and getting a real world experience. Let me tell you, once you leave high school, you know who your real friends are. And
Mm-hmm.
once you get into like, because, I went straight from high school to a career because I already had career training for what I'm in. Let me tell you, life is a bitch. It sucks. Man, once you're out of school, like once you're out of high school, out of college, whatever, and get your real job, man, you are just a number in the system. Nobody gives a damn about you. Nobody cares how you feel, no matter who you work for, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, factory worker, musician. Everybody only cares about what you put out and how much money you make them. And let me tell you, it is pretty soul crushing. So you gotta find the ways to, make life great, friends, family, relationships, I don't want to make it sound like, life sucks. I mean, life does suck. Everybody friggin' knows that. But, it's just like Tyro said, make friends, make acquaintances, enjoy the little things while you can. 'Cause, soon, we all get old and die. That's life.
How uplifting.
I
All
know it's
right.
very uplifting.
Even more depressing question next. This will be our last one. Uh, where is it? If you could go back and fix something from your past, what would it be? So if you could like change how you reacted to a situation, change what you did, what would you do differently, if anything, at that?
Um, I'd probably tell myself to get more involved with sports and just be more athletic as a younger kid, maybe. I don't know. But here's the thing is though, I never really enjoyed them, but I felt like if I forced myself to do them, I'd be in better shape today and have more acquaintances today and enjoy more things socially. Not saying I'm like a social outcast or anything, but I felt like if I forced myself to do more activities, I could have gone a little farther with things. Maybe even tell myself to focus on school a lot better. Because I did well in school, but I never pushed myself to be great at it. I guess that's what I'd do differently. I mean, I'm happy with the way my life turned out, but if I can go back, I'd be like, hey, push yourself a little more to do some more things, because you never know where they might lead.
If I had to change something, I'd probably like have more friends. That's pretty much it, really. I don't really have like a lot of people to talk to or a lot of people to like, I don't know, to like hang out with and probably like, talk to people and like, have more friends.
Don't worry, Nick, we have each other.
That's fine and all, but I can't
The
really
pad,
hang out with
the podcast brotherhood.
At least you got us, baby.
Maybe that tripod meat isn't.
Oh no. Alright. Anyways, if I could change, there are so many times I look back and think, man, did that girl like me? I've said that at least like 10 times, I swear. And I swear, if I played my cards just a little bit more right, oh golly, I could have been rolling in it.
That's how I feel too, because I didn't start talking to women until I left high school. But during high school, apparently, I've got a lot of looks too, and I'm just like, I never noticed it. So I'm like, fuck, I could have had fun in high school too. But whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I missed so many opportunities, and I ended up only having one relationship my whole life so far. But even so, at least I took the time to properly. I mean, I can't even say that because that one relationship wasn't the best. But I think that one really taught me to properly gauge stuff and not just jump at the opportunity. Like I think about, is it worth,
Well, I mean, that's the whole point of dating is, you go around and try stuff. I mean, I've been on some really shitty dates, let me tell you.
Yeah, you told me about the one where she had a penis.
We're not going to discuss that on the podcast.
Okay.
I mean, I've been catfished. I've been, oh god, I've been on some terrible. Because I mean, I've used Tinder, and boy, was that a magical app. I mean, that's how I'm not even gonna lie. That's how I found my current girlfriend right now. Man, I've been on some bad dates, but that's the whole fun of dating, though. You'll meet some people you'll meet some people you're like, oh shit, get away from me, fuck. I mean, it is what it is. Just have fun. You're young.
All right. Well, let's do our music recommendations and then we'll wrap stuff up. How about that?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right. I think I'll go first. Swap things up. Then Potato Nick can go. Then He-Man. So I'm gonna recommend DJ Premier featuring A$AP Ferg. They got a song together called Our Streets. It's basically this Harlem anthem. This smooth beat from DJ Premier. DJ Premier is probably my second favorite producer behind Madlib, and he's definitely the greatest producer of all time. But my goodness, this beat is so... I can't even express how smooth it is. Like, oh my goodness. It is... It's nice and... It's like chill, but has an energy to it. You can groove to it, if I may. And then A$AP Ferg, I have never heard a Ferg like this. He sounds so good over this beat, spitting these bars that, oh, sounds so good. I wish we got more of that Ferg more often. Like, I really liked his last album, but this song is so good, so smooth. I can't express how smooth it is. That's all I'm going to say. It's smooth. Go listen to it.
All right. Well, on with the smooth stuff. I'm going to recommend Heart is Full, but the remix version by Mike Snow featuring Run the Jewels.
Hey.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd get a kick out of that. I like the original version of the song, but I think the remix version has a bit more of an oomph to it. I like the Run the Jewels part. I actually recommend like listening to this version than the other one. Like I said, I like the other one, but I think this one has more of a punch. I'm talking in circles again. I think that this one is like more hype. It's like it's got more emphasis to it. Like you could like listen to the song and like work out. I've been talking about like a lot of those like songs you could listen to while working out on like my Facebook and stuff. But I really like this song. I love like listening to the Run the Jewels version because it makes me like feel like I'm listening to someone different, even though I'm not really. But yeah, great song, great like electric song. Also, it's not a rock song, so I just decided to switch it up this time. So yeah, pretty good.
All right, for me, I'm actually going to recommend Amazing Grace by the Dropkick Murphys. Now, yes, it is Amazing Grace, like, the prayer song, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wench like me, that one. But, the Dropkick Murphys are a Celtic punk band that did a cover of it. And I'm just, on my way home from work, I'm just blasting it in my truck, just driving home. I'm an Irish Catholic American worker. I got my, Celtic knot necklace on, just, blasting it. I'm just, oh God. It just gets me hype. It's fun. It's meaningful. It makes you feel good on the inside while you're, headbanging and rocking out.
All right. Well, I guess that does it for this episode. So thank you for watching, listening, whatever y'all are doing. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting us. Continue to watch. We'll be back next week. Stay tuned for more. Make sure to like, subscribe, put your questions in, all that good stuff. And thanks once again. Love you guys.
Hey,
Goodbye.
see ya.